Martina. Hello.
Ben.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I'm well.
Yeah. Anyway, Martina, congrats. I hear you defeated the evil.
Thank you. I think, evil is hard to really rid yourself of, so far so good. Yeah.
Now you're on full steam ahead with the campaign.
Yeah, and the campaign's doing great. I mean, she's over 53,000.
No way, show me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she hits 55. Yeah, she hits 55. It's going to be like fire tonight.
Well, it could have been, easy to just run away and freak the fuck out, but it's just I hope that everyone kind of goes, okay, it was a lot of bullshit, but she did it. Yep. She did whatever she had to do. So and it's nice to be able to just do what I want to do, because originally it was I'm being pushed into a corner and people are using my name and using my brand and controlling what I do and how things are, and now I get to be in full control. And it's my story,
as it should be, because that's had to be what her. Because I missed the whole. I don't know the whole story of it. I mean, we went into what you could talk about, but that's got to be so painful. That this is a story about you. This is your character. The character is based on it. It's you. It's not like you created Union Jack Girl. You know what I mean?
Right.
You create. It's you, and then you had to go through this ordeal. And from what you just said to us, answering Ethan's question, it really seems that you came out the other side a hell of a lot stronger, like a real badass. Like you became Lady Alchemy.
Just like we were saying, this isn't an IP that we're fighting over. We're fighting over my image and my trademark, my name, something I create. I didn't have children in my 20s. I created Lady Alchemy. That was my baby. And people on the right don't like to hear that. I want real babies too, obviously. But it's something I spent my entire 20s doing and creating, and it's literally my face. And for someone to just try to take advantage of me, and then when it didn't work, go, well, I'm going to use the court system to try to just not let her draw her own face ever again, is crazy. Yeah. This is not an IP we're talking about. We're talking about you didn't want me to draw my own face.
This is a falsehood. The lawsuit filed by Maz and Spadell was all about IP. Their IP, Dark World, which Maz had developed months before Martina was brought in to be the face of the campaign, and the name of the book was changed to reflect their association. The lawsuit didn't say Martina couldn't use her own face, ever. It was about Martina using Maz's art and Spadell's story. Martina herself gave that away. The main character of her rewritten book is Lady Alchemy, and all of the new art she's been showing since before the lawsuit was dismissed on jurisdictional grounds has her face front and center.
I think it's really cool that this, you see this, this fantastic, stunning character, and it's real life. I love that. The character that they're going to fall in love with in the book actually exists, and you're going to play off that in more immersive ways. And that's just why I'm just so in love with crowdfunding and stuff in regards to that, because just the whole process is immersive. Yours takes it to a whole nother level because it's actually a character that you've been playing for years and modeled after, so it's even deeper than that.
That Martina is lying about what the lawsuit entailed shouldn't come as a surprise. She's been lying since she first appeared on Ethan Van Sciver's ComicsGate Live in late 2018.
To do with that?
Because they're wanting to link him to, that's what they were saying before. They wanted to say that Martina is linked to white supremacy. Therefore, when Mark Waid was going out and saying all of this stuff, it wasn't actually defamation. See, he's really courting white supremacists. That's
But Zach doesn't have anything to do with me, whatsoever. I mean, does that mean, anyone...
Martina, you're not a white supremacist, so it doesn't fucking matter.
No, I know, but and the thing is, the only thing that they had was this Proud Boy thing, where it's okay, so someone took a photo the night before the election because I was going to the bar with a bunch of dudes, and someone put on post, like, plopped in there, like, a date, like, this is Proud Boys, and then put an arrow. It's like, that's really... You have a photo of me going to a pub with people? A bunch of dudes? Like, what is that? And then someone put in post that it's, like, Proud Boys. Okay.
What Martina calls going to the pub with a bunch of dudes was in actuality the Proud Boys election night party, organized by Martina herself. And what makes her statement even more extraordinary is that the party was also the launch party for the Proud Boys magazine, whose editor-in-chief was her husband, Jack Buckby, a former member of the far-right BNP, who ran for MP as a member of the even more far-right Liberty GB, whose platform includes abolishing the Human Rights Act.
Thank you very much for starting Proud Boys. We're now taking it in the magazine direction as well. Write more shit for us. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much to Martina Markota, who basically made this happen.
Martina also appeared in a segment of Australia's Dateline as a Proud Boys supporter and defender.
All right, so let's talk Lady Alchemy. Let's check out her campaign.
Let's check it out. Yes,
check it out.
So this is back in motion. There's a bit of a hiatus, but now you guys are full steam ahead in production and getting this book ready. What is your goal for, really quick, for anyone out there that's curious, what is your goal for fulfillment when you're looking to get these into the hands of backers?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question because it's a lot of people felt like, okay, is this happening or not? But so far, I am about 10 pages away from coloring. All the inking is complete. Up to 30 pages of coloring is complete. I'm having Eric Weathers do the lettering, so I hear he's a pro. He'll just bang that out in a day, so I'm not worried about like the lettering getting done in the time frame of that. I'm basically just waiting on the 10 pages of coloring, which is taking a bit, but you know, I'm gonna let the colorist do what he does. Really, I don't know. Do any of you guys like, Billy, you draw, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I write and draw. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know really any of that. I just created it and hired people, and they're really trustworthy, this team this time around, so I'm just letting them do what it is. But I really don't know. Maybe a few more months it'll be all done, and then printing takes a little bit of time because then you got to get the proofs to make sure it looks good, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's
a lot of work.
Yeah. If it was easy, not everyone would do it.
Now, Martina, a lot of our people in the chat don't know this, but you know, that lump sum that you get from Indiegogo, that is accounting for all the shipping costs that are accrued in this. Do you have the money to pay for the shipping costs that all this is going to take? Because that's a big chunk of change there, Martina.
It really, really is, and that's something that, you know, was really not looked at, again, because I've never done this before, so there was a lot of mistakes made this time around. A lot of mistakes, and I unfortunately also didn't put the proper shipping for international shipping.
Oh, no.
So I really got screwed with the shipping situation, and no, I don't have the money for shipping, but that's okay. I will just stream when I can stream, when they stop copyright striking my account.
Wait a minute. You don't have the money for shipping. Martina, that's going to be thousands of dollars.
I know.
Thousands.
I was like, are you gonna hire me? Are you gonna hire me? I really need this. My little sister came down with leukemia at that time. So I was, you know, losing work. I had no work, and then I was spending my days and nights sleeping over in a hospital chair next to my sister while she's, you know, my baby sister, while she's doing chemo and cutting her hair off, and it was just horrible. And then they kept making sure I had no work. I had no money. I had to borrow money from her cancer fund just to get to Washington, D.C.